pronunciations. Okay. So here in this workshop, I'll be teaching you some of the things. All right. So before I start, can you all introduce yourselves, all of you in English, so that I can build some rapport, and then we'll start with our workshop. Okay, over to you, Paul.
My name's Paul. I've been studying French for 2 years now, by now, and
Great.
I'm in year 6, and I study at Pristine Private School.
All right, great. All right, over to you, Ral.
My name is Rael and I study in our own English High School, Chaja Girls. I've been
Okay,
studying French for 4 years right now.
d'accord, very good. Yes, and Shayan, I already know him. He's been taking French classes with me. Okay, so let's start with some of the words. Okay, which are very important as far as the basic conversation is concerned. So whenever you greet somebody, okay, normally, okay, in French language, you say hello or hi, right? It's like how you say in English. So in French, hello, okay, or good morning. Okay, if you're greeting somebody from morning till noon, okay. So in that case, you will say bonjour. Okay, so I would like each one of you to individually practice with me. Okay, so I would like Paul to repeat after me. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay, so the word bonjour is hello or good morning up till noon. Okay, so if you're greeting somebody till noon, you will say bonjour. All right. Okay, can you say it, Rael?
Bonjour.
Great. And Cheyenne?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Okay. So here what happens is the R sound should come from your throat. So you have to say bonjour if you want to speak as a native. Okay. So it goes like this. Bonjour. So can you say it once again, Paul?
Bonjour.
Yes, exactly. Rael?
Bonjour.
Yes. And Cheyenne?
Bonjour.
No, it's bonjour. So what here you do is you said bonjour, which is technically not correct as far as the native language is concerned. You combine the words je with sh, and you say bonjour. So can you say it that way, Shayan? Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yes, now it's correct. Okay, so bonjour is good morning or hello. Okay, so when you greet someone up till noon. Okay, the next one. Okay, so pronunciation is very important because it helps you to build your confidence as far as speaking with a native is concerned, and it also helps to improve your fluency, and makes the French language more fun. All right, so now let's start with our commonly mispronounced words in French. Okay, so the first one which I already taught was bonjour. Okay, now here in the next word, which is a golden word, which refers to thank you very much. Okay, so this is a golden word in French. Okay, so here also students make a lot of mistake. They say merci. It is merci. So the word merci means thank you. Okay, so now individually, I would like each one of you to repeat after me, Paul. Merci.
Merci.
Merci. Okay, and then thank you very much. So very much is called as beaucoup. Okay, so what here you do is you do not pronounce the P alphabet. Okay, so it is silent. Okay, even though you have to write it, but as far as the pronunciation and conversational aspect is concerned, it is silent. So you will say merci beaucoup. So can you say it once again, Paul?
Merci beaucoup.
It's not mercy, it is merci. Okay, merci. So can you repeat it once again?
Merci beaucoup.
Correct. Okay, and your R sound was also perfect. Okay, merci beaucoup. Okay, Ral, give a try.
Merci beaucoup.
Now, it is merci. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Exactly. Exactement. Okay. Cheyenne?
Merci beaucoup.
Yes. Okay. Merci beaucoup. Cheyenne said it perfectly. Okay. So you all do. Okay. Great job. As far as the accent and the pronunciation is concerned. Okay. So now let's revise once again. Bonjour. All of you can say it individually. Bonjour, Paul.
Bonjour.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay, Ral.
Bonjour. Merci beaucoup.
Perfect. Shayan?
Bonjour. Merci beaucoup.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, the next phrase is quite commonly mispronounced. It is how are you? Okay, so it's an informal way of stating how are you in French. Okay, so the pronunciation goes like this. Comment ça va? Okay, so this has to be a little interrogative, okay, because it's a question. It's an informal question, okay. So comment ça va? Okay, how are you? Okay, so if you are addressing someone who is younger to you or your friend, for instance, so in that case, you will ask them, comment ça va? Okay, how are you? So want to try, Paul?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Okay, so a little more interrogative, okay. Comment ça va? Can you say it that way? Okay, comment ça va? Paul?
Comment ça va?
Yes. Okay, Nile.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Great. Okay, so your expression was much better. Okay. Once again, Paul, comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Perfect. Okay, Shayan.
Comment ça va?
Expressive and interrogative. Comment ça va? Can you say it that way, Shayan?
Comment ça va?
Better. Okay. Now, the next word, which is again a mispronounced word, is welcome. So, welcome in French is de rien. Okay. So, if someone tells you merci beaucoup, okay, if you are given the phrase merci beaucoup, you will reply by saying de rien. So, that means you are welcome. Okay. De rien. So, the pronunciation is air. Okay. From your throat, like how we did for bonjour and merci beaucoup. Okay. Similarly, you will say de rien. Alright. So can you try it, Paul? De rien.
De rien.
Perfect. Ral?
De rien.
Parfait. Okay. Shayan?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you say de rien? Okay, you are welcome.
De rien.
Okay. The air sound should be a little clear. Okay. De rien. So can you try it that way? Shayan?
De rien.
Much better. Okay. So these are some of the commonly mispronounced words in French. Okay. So we are done with our as far as the greetings and the golden words is concerned. Okay. And we are done with the commonly mispronounced words. All right. Now, okay. So now these are some more greetings which are elaborated. Okay. So here you have good morning. The second one being good afternoon. Yeah. So is it visible for all of you? Good
Yes.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All of you can see it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
The first one we already learned, that's bonjour. Okay, good morning. The next one is good afternoon. So good afternoon in French, you will say bon après-midi. Okay, so the phrase here, après-midi is afternoon. And bon is good. Okay, so instead of saying bonjour, okay, good morning, that's still noon. For good afternoon, you will say bon après-midi. Okay, so that's for good afternoon. So now let's start with Paul. So can you repeat after me? Bon après-midi.
Bon après-midi.
Okay, so here the S is silent. So you won't say après, it will be après. Alright? So bon après-midi. So can you try?
Bon après-midi.
No, bon après. So can you try this word? Après.
Correct.
Après.
Much better. So now, can you say the entire phrase? Bon après midi.
Bon après-midi.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's good afternoon. Okay. Yeah, Ryan.
Bon après-midi.
Good job. Okay. Shayan.
Bon après-midi.
Yes. Okay. So you need to work on a little. Okay. So it's much better now, Shayan. So you need to work on après. Okay. So can you try saying it from your throat? Bon après midi.
Bon après-midi.
Yes. Okay. So that is good afternoon. Okay. The next one is good evening. So now good evening is quite relatively easy. Okay. It is bonsoir. Okay. So here the word soir is evening. Okay. And then bon is good, which we already are learning. Okay. So it will
Mr.
be
Murtuza, sorry to interrupt. If you could unshare the screen, talk to the children, and then share it, that'll be better. Because so
okay.
kids
Okay.
can
Sure.
see you. All right? Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be more
That's
effective. Thank you.
Yes. So now let's practice all the words which we learned so far. Okay. So Paul, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay. Ral. Can you say bonjour, Ral?
Bonjour.
Okay. Shayan.
Bonjour.
Okay. Bon après-midi, Paul.
Bon après-midi.
Much better. Good. Rael.
Bon après-midi.
Great. Shayan.
Bon après-midi.
Okay. Bon après. So can you try après?
Bon après-midi.
Okay, you will get it slowly and steady. Okay. Next. Bonsoir. Okay, good evening. So Paul.
Bonsoir.
Rael.
Bonsoir.
Shayan.
Bonsoir.
Okay. The next one is, I'll share it once again. Okay. The next one is good night. All right. So that is, if you notice here, the spelling changes. Okay. Instead of B-O-N, it is B-O-N-N-E. Okay. So that is pronounced as bon. Okay. So the spelling and the pronunciation, both of them change. So is it clear for all three of you? So
Yes,
it will
sir.
be, yes, Rael, Shayan, clear?
Yes.
So in this case, the pronunciation goes like this, okay? Bon. Instead of saying bo, you will say bon. So you want to try, Paul? Bon.
Bonne nuit.
Bon new e. Okay. So the word new is night. Okay, and this is very easy. You know the word new in English, right? And then the alphabet E. Okay, E for elephant. So what you do is you combine the word new with E and you say bon new E. So you want to try, Paul?
Bonne nuit.
Bon new. Okay, you can remember it as new. Okay, in English. So bon new E. Okay.
Bonne nuit.
Okay, Ryan. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Bonne nuit.
Absolutely. Shayan.
Bonne nuit.
Yes. Okay. So Shayan, you have a just pronunciation with R. Okay. So which is a bit unclear, which you will get it as in when we progress further in our classes. Okay. So bon nuit. So that refers to good night. All right. So these are some of the words. These are called as greetings. Okay. So and what I taught you is the typical French accent. Okay. So French person would say these words in the accent which I have just shared with you. Okay. So these are the greetings of the day. Okay. All right. Now we come to something very interesting. All right. So we have the response to comment ça va? Okay. So informal response. Okay. So now if you're good, you will say ça va bien. So that will be the response to comment ça va. All right. So now, I'll ask you, what I'll do is, I'll ask each one of you, Comment ça va, and then you all will reply me, okay, individually. So let's start with Rael now, okay. Comment ça va? And please unmute yourself.
Ça va bien.
Très bien, okay. Paul, comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Comment ça va, Cheyenne?
Ça va bien.
Très bien, okay. Now we move on to the next part, that is formal. Okay, so formal is used to address someone who is elder to you. Okay, for example, your teacher or your parent, or maybe your elder brother or sister, whoever that is who is elder to you in age. Okay, so in that case, you will ask the question as Comment allez-vous? So now what you do here is, you can see here the word ale, right? All three of you, right? And the word ale begins with A, and A is a vowel. All of you know that, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what you do is, when the word begins with a vowel, you will join the last word of you will join the last alphabet of the first word with the first alphabet of the next word. So you will join the T with A, and you will say Comment allez. Okay, so can you say that, Paul? Comment allez?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez, and then in this case, vous. Vous ends with S. Okay, so the S will be silent. Even though you have to write it in the written aspect, it is essential. But as far as the pronunciation is concerned, it will just be vous. That's it. Okay, so it will be Comment allez-vous. So I would like to start with Cheyenne. So can you say?
Say what?
Comment allez-vous? How are you forming?
Comment allez-vous?
Oh
Okay,
no,
Ral?
because I was like,
Okay, Ral?
Comment allez-vous?
Perfect. Paul? Yes. Comment allez-vous?
Oh.
You say?
comment allez-vous?
It is Comment allez. So join the T with the A. And
Mr.
say
Murtaza,
comment
you have one more student here whose name is Fatima. Could you please
Okay.
include her as well in
Sure.
your discussion, and stop sharing when you are talking, and then we can reshare it again. Okay,
Fine.
as per your convenience.
Sure. I'll stop sharing and admit her. Yeah.
She's already in. She's already
She's
in.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So Miss Fatima, just want to know from you that how long you have been learning French, and is this your first time?
Fatima, please switch on your video.
Yeah. Can you please unmute yourself and speak?
No worries, sir. You can continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So yes, we were on Comment allez-vous. So I asked Paul to repeat. So can you say it, Paul? Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Yeah, much better this time. Okay. Rael, can you say it? Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Cheyenne?
Comment allez-vous?
Okay. Miss Fatima, are you there? Okay. So the response, okay, to Comment allez-vous? Okay, I'll share my screen. I think something happened. So, yeah. So now the response to Comment allez-vous will be a formal response, right? Since it's a formal question, okay? So the response goes like this, okay? So instead of saying good, you will say I am good. So you will say je suis, okay? So the phrase je suis means I am, okay? So you will say je suis bien, all right? So can I start with Shayan? Je suis bien.
Je suis bien.
So that is I am good, formal. Okay, good. Rael?
Je suis bien.
Très bien. Okay, Paul?
Je suis bien.
Très bien. Okay, so that is I am good, formal, in a formal context. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll do an activity with all of you. I will state the question in the formal and informal both. Okay, to each one of you individually, and then you all will reply accordingly. All right. So I shall start with Paul. Okay, so if I ask you in a formal context, you will respond in a formal way. Okay, and vice versa. All right. Okay, comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Très bien. Ral, comment allez-vous?
Je suis bien.
Je suis bien. That's the correct pronunciation.
Je suis bien.
D'accord. Shayan, comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Ok. Comment allez-vous, Shayan?
Je suis bien.
Excellent. Okay. So we are done with how to pronounce the words and phrases, the greetings and the golden words correctly. All right. Now, something quite interesting. Okay. We will learn how to introduce ourselves in French. Okay, so introduction in French consists of your name, your age, your place where you live, and your occupation. Okay, so these are the four primary components of the introduction. All right. So now let's move on to my name is. Okay, so my name is in French will be very peculiar. It's not my name is, it will be I am called as. So it's another way of stating your introduction in French. Okay, so in that case you will say je m'appelle. That is I am called as, even though technically it means my name is. All right. So now you in order to state your name you will say je m'appelle and then your name, whatever your name is. Okay, so if you want to say, for example, Rael, if you want to say my name is Rael in French, you will say je m'appelle Rael. So can you say that?
Je m'appelle Ryan.
Wait. So can you introduce yourself, Paul? So you have to say my name is Paul. So can you say that in French?
Je m'appelle Paul.
D'accord. Et Shayan? So you
Yeah.
have to say my name is in Shayan. Okay, in French. So
Je
can you say that?
m'appelle Shayan.
Oui. Okay. So now our name is done. So now we move on to age. Okay. So age is again, I have completed. Instead of saying I am, for example, 10 years old, you will say I have completed, even though technically in English it states I am. Okay. So you will say I have completed. Okay, in French. So you will say j'ai. So the phrase with age always begins with j'ai. So so now Paul, how old are you?
J'ai 11 ans.
Okay, j'ai 11. Okay, that's correct. Now years are called as o. Okay, even though it's written as ans, the pronunciation is o with the s being silent. All right. So can you say again?
J'ai 11 ans.
It's j'ai. Can you say it? We'll do it one by one. Okay, j'ai
J'ai 11
11 o. J'ai 11 o. Want to try it again?
J'ai 11 ans.
Très bien. Ralph. So how old are you, Ralph? Sorry.
9.
Okay. So you will say j'ai 9. Okay, 9 is 9. Okay. So I think you might be knowing that. Okay.
Yes.
J'ai 9 ans.
J'ai. Ma'am, sorry, sir, I'm 10. 10.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So you will say j'ai 10 ans. Okay.
J'ai 10 Oh.
Okay, and Shayan, how old are you?
12.
Okay, so you
J
will,
douze ans.
perfect. Okay, but it won't be os, it will be on, that's all. Okay, so you will say j'ai 12 ans. Okay, okay, now we are done with name and age. Okay, so the next part comes I stay at. Okay, so where do you stay, Paul?
J'habite à Sharjah.
Sorry, Jabita, you said Sharjah?
Yes, Sharjah.
Okay, so now for I stay it will be Jabit. Okay, so that's the common phrase for I stay. Okay, like how we use je m'appelle and je. Alright, so you will say in your case, Paul, Jabit a. Okay, that's I stay at. Okay, Jabit a Sharjah. D'accord? And
J'habite,
okay, please continue, Paul. Jabit, yeah,
j'habite à Sharjah.
nothing. Okay, Ryan, you also stay at the same place?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
J'habite à Sharjah.
Jabita Sharjah. Okay. The city, the name of the city stays the same. Okay. It won't be Sharjah, it will be as Sharjah. That's it. Okay. And Shayan.
J'habite à Dubai.
Oui, très bien. Okay. So we are done with name, age, your residence. Okay. The name of the place. Okay. And then the last part is will be common will for all of you. Okay. So I study in school. For all of you, it will be j'étude dans. So j'étude is I study. Okay. J'étude dans is in. Okay. J'étude dans l'école. So school is termed as l'école. Okay. So I will say the entire phrase and then I will ask each one of you to individually repeat after me. Okay. J'étude dans l'école. Okay, Paul?
J'étudie dans l'école.
Okay, great. Ryle?
J'étudie dans l'école.
Ishayan?
J'étudie dans l'école.
Perfect. Okay. So this is your brief introduction, okay, in French. Okay, so our last activity for today will be just we'll practice the introductions with each other. So now, what I want you to do is, Paul, okay, you introduce yourself to Ryle in French and then Ryle will do the same with you. Okay. So do you want to try? So you will say all the 4 sentences, okay? Je m'appelle, j'ai, j'habite and j'étude. Okay, you know the pattern, right? So you will introduce yourself to Ryle, okay, Paul? And then Ryle will do the same, okay? So you want to start, Paul?
Je m'appelle Paul. J'ai 11 ans. Oh. J'ai 11 ans. J'habite à Sharjah. J'étudie dans l'école.
Yes, okay. Good one. The only mistake is J, okay, which I corrected. It is not J, it is J, okay. But a great attempt, I would say. Okay. Ryle, can you introduce yourself to Paul?
Je m'appelle Ryle. J'ai 10 ans. J'habite à Sharjah. J'étudie dans l'école.
Okay, so here you made 2 mistakes. The first one is j'ai 10 ans. You just said j'ai 10 ans. Okay, so that was the primary pronunciation mistake. Okay, as far as native speaking is concerned. Okay, j'ai 10 ans. Since the word, can you tell me why it will be 10 ans and not 10 ans?
Because X will not be silent.
Why it will not be silent? Why will you say j'ai 10 ans and not j'ai 10 ans?
I don't know.
Because the word or begins with A and A is, what is A?
It is a vowel.
Hence, you will join the X with the A and you will say j'ai 10 ans. Okay? Understood? And
Yes.
the second mistake which you made in the fourth sentence, okay? So it is jetyud. So you said jetyudi, okay? So it is jetyud, all right? So jetyud do leko. Okay, the rest was correct. Just the first part, the first phrase, you said jetyudi. It is jetyud, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So Shayan, can you introduce yourself?
Je m'appelle Cheyenne. J'ai 12 ans. J'habite à Dubaï. J'étudie dans l'école.
Parfait. Okay. So now I hope you all got an overview of how is native French spoken and how to introduce yourself in French and what are the some commonly mispronounced words. So I hope you are clear with that. All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Excellent. So now, you know, learning French is not like, it's not just a language, but it opens, you know, you get a wider horizon of what exactly is the spoken language, because unlike English, it's not written and pronounced in the same manner. Okay, so hence the speaking, the pronunciation aspect is an entire new version of the language. Okay, yes. So now we are done with our today's workshop. So I hope you all learned how to, you know, what were your mistakes, you know, in your classes when you all must be taking. So what were the commonly mistakes which you are making? And I hope you got an overview of how to state the phrases and words correctly, right?
So we can open the floor for questions. So you can stop sharing and take the questions from them.
Sure,
And
sure.
do a quick check with words if they are pronouncing it correctly. Yeah?
Right. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please feel absolutely free to ask me, and I'll do my best to help you out as far as the pronunciation and, you know, introducing yourself in French is concerned. Yes. Okay. Miss Fatima hasn't joined still. She's still appearing over here.
Children, do you have any questions for the teacher? Any word that you don't know how to pronounce? Do you want to ask him? You can go to class and challenge your friend that you know that or know a new pronunciation of a word.
So how do you pronounce "you are welcome"?
So you are welcome will be de rien. Okay. So the correct pronunciation is de rien. Okay. Okay. You want to try? You want to say?
The rien.
De rien. Okay. It should be a little from your throat. Okay. De rien. You want to say?
The rien.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else?
So we still have time. So can the kids do a bit of interaction and then you can give them feedback about
Sure.
another 5 minutes. So you can pair them up. Maybe Ryle can be with Paul and then Paul
Right.
can be with Shayan and then they do a quick interaction on any topic that you give them.
Fine. I've already paired. I've already done a group activity with Paul and Ral. Maybe I'll take Shayan and Paul together if it works.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. So Paul, what you will do is let us practice our introduction, which we learned, because that's very important. You know, as far as if you go to a native speaker, if you go to a French-speaking country, and if you want to introduce yourself to someone, you should know how to introduce yourself, right?
Sir,
So
is
now,
there any topic that you want to do apart from introduction since they've already done? Any other
yeah.
simple conversation that they can do?
Paul, Ral, and Shayan, all of you are clear with the pronunciation of all the greetings and the golden ones? Is there any doubt in that? If not, then we'll move on to our introduction part. So is there any doubt, any one of you?
No.
Okay. So now this is, you know, as far as conversation is concerned, so introducing yourself is one of the primary aspects, you know, of conversation. So what I would like you to do is, Paul, you can pair up with Shayan and you introduce yourself to Shayan in French, okay, consisting of all the 4 aspects which I taught, which is name, your age, your location, and then your occupation. And then Shayan in turn will do the same. And after that, I'll pair up Shayan with Ral. Fine? Okay. So this time, what I would like is I would like Shayan to start with the introduction to Paul. All right. So Shayan, can you introduce yourself to Paul in French?
Je m'appelle Shayan. J'ai 12 ans. J'habite à Dubaï. J'étudie dans l'école.
Okay. So now, Paul, can you do the same?
Je m'appelle Paul. J'ai 11 ans. J'habite à Sharjah. J'étais.
Okay. It is j'étude. Okay.
I forgot the word.
J'étude dans l'école. Okay.
J'étudie dans l'école.
Wait. Okay. So, so now what I would do is I would pair up Rael with Shayan. So I would like Rael to start. Okay. Rael, can you unmute, please?
Je m'appelle Ryan. J'ai 10 ans. J'habite à Sharjah. J'étudie dans l'école.
Okay. A very major mistake. J'étude dans l'école. Okay, the S will be silent. Alright. So it will be j'étude dans l'école. Alright. Okay. So now, Shayan, can you give your introduction once again?
Je m'appelle Shayan. J'ai 12 ans. J'habite à Dubaï. J'étudie dans l'école.
Okay. So all of you are clear as far as the introductions are concerned. Any doubts in that so far with respect to any word or pronunciation?
No.
All of you? So how did you find today's workshop?
It's nice.
Right, because you learned something quite new. You learned how to pronounce the words correctly as far as the native language pronunciation and conversational aspect is concerned.
For me, it's like it's not really new because I already learned this before.
Right. But these are some of the mistakes which students commonly make, in their conversational practice. So, yeah, so I hope it is much clearer now, much better as compared to the previous sessions which you might have taken. Okay, Rael, anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, Shayan?
No.
Okay, so that's it, ma'am. So I think I can take a leave for them. Is there any other thing? Anything, any doubts in the greetings or golden words? Nope. All right. So thank you so much. It was lovely. It was truly amazing, to meet all of you, to get to know more about you. And it has been a really wonderful experience, teaching you the French conversational, native speaking part. All right. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you.